Hello guys, welcome back. It's your girl Valerie again with amazing content today. Today I'm going to talk about product selection, what you should actually check when you're selecting the products, especially shampoos and conditioners, and I'll discuss the various ingredients you should actually watch out for, what you should actually avoid in a shampoo, in a conditioner, the various type of shampoos, various type of conditioners that you'll actually incorporate into your hair regimen. A hair regimen is basically a routine you follow when you're washing your hair or taking care of your hair. I'll do selection of a good hair regimen in the next coming videos, but not today. Today is basically about product selection. I hope you've watched my previous video. I'll put a link up here on top of this video so that you can click it and go ahead and watch it. It's an introductory video. And also don't forget to subscribe. The numbers are really good. I like the numbers, but most of you are not subscribing. Kindly just hit that subscription button, hit that bell aside, like, comment, share with your friends, and let's make this channel grow. My hashtag is actually hashtag 200, and I hope we will get this channel to 200 before the next 3 or 4 videos, and I'll be very happy. So let's get right into our today's discussion. So today's discussion, as I had said earlier, is about product selection, and there's one thing I need to introduce shortly before we get into it, something called a hair regimen. A hair regimen is actually the routine or the procedures you actually do when taking care of your hair. A standard or a basic hair regimen usually contains shampooing, deep conditioning, then there's leave-in, moisturizing, oils. All these leave-in, moisturizing, and oils, they're not so important in the hair regimen, but the shampooing and the deep conditioning, girl or you boy, those things actually form the basis of your conditioning, of your hair regimen. Your hair regimen, the shampooing and the conditioning are actually the most important things in that hair regimen. My discussion today is not about hair regimen. I'll talk about that later. So let's get into shampooing. Shampooing and conditioning, according to our African crowns, is meant to maintain moisture. Naturally, our African hair, if you read deeper into the science of your hair, you'll realize our hair is usually twisted and turned with sulfide bonds. So no wonder our hair is usually coiled. Lots of coils in our hair. Those coils make our hair very vulnerable to breakage. And to overcome this breakage, we need our hair to be completely moisturized. And how do we attain this moisture? We attain it through shampooing and conditioning. Yeah. So there's something called the power of hydrating your hair. The more your hair is hydrated and moisturized, the more the growth, the more the volume, and the less the breakage. If you overcome breakage, your hair will grow. Like breakage and growth are inversely proportional. The less the breakage, the more the growth. The more the breakage, the less the growth. And therefore, this is where the shampooing and the conditioning comes in. We do that to ensure our hairs are moisturized. And then another thing, our African hair does not require the squeaky clean feeling. The feeling whereby your hair feels so clean, that's not it for us. Our crowns don't need the squeaky clean feeling. Our African crowns actually require us to just moisturize them. And you need not to confuse moisturizing oil with a lot of oil drenching products. There are products that actually drench your hair with oil, and then you touch your hair like this, you feel like my hair is moisturized. No, that's not moisture. That's oil buildup, girl. That's a lot of oil buildup you have on your hair, and you're saying your hair is moisturized. We need to have a line where we can differentiate oils that drench our hair and moisturizing products that moisturize our hair. So let's get into it. My first discussion will be shampoos. So when we're talking about shampoos, we need to know what a shampoo is. A shampoo is actually, can we call it a chemical or a liquid that is used to cleanse our hair of any product buildup that was there. And shampoos are actually divided into 3. We have moisturizing shampoos, we have clarifying shampoos, and we have chelating shampoos. So shampoos, most of them basically contain about 40 to 70% water. And the certain cleansers we have in shampoos, we have sulfate cleansers, which are very harsh. Well, like sodium laureth sulfate, ammonium laureth sulfate. Those ones are the ones we call. When you see a shampoo, for example, I have my shampoo, the one I use Cantu. You can see it's written no sulfate, silicone, parabens, or mineral oil there. And if you go into the ingredients, you read. I really like reading the ingredients. When I go anywhere, I'm shopping for my hair products, the first thing I will run to is to check the ingredients. If clearly they've written here sulfate free conditioner, which shampoo, when it means it's a sulfate free shampoo, it's just a moisturizing shampoo. It's not meant to clarify or chelate. So when they write no sulfates, I just run to the ingredient section and I check. Can I see any sulfates there? When I see anything sulfate there, that is not my option. That is not something I will choose, because clearly there's fraudulence there. You can't write no sulfates and then when I go into the ingredients, I actually see some sodium laureth sulfate there. Like if you see this one, the ingredients are aqua. Any product that you choose, the first ingredient, you know, the way they write ingredients, the first one is actually the most percentage in that order. Like the order of percentages nivo from them in descending order. So the largest percentage to the lowest. This one has water as its largest percentage. Automatically, this one is a moisturizing shampoo because it contains more water. You might find it's about 70% water. Then it has sodium alpha olenyl, which is actually a cleanser. It's actually the one that is used to remove breakage. It has other products here. I'll not read all of them. But yeah, it's actually a good moisturizing shampoo. If you're going to choose a moisturizing shampoo, you should actually check that. Then when we come to clarifying shampoos are actually more dense or they're more stronger than the moisturizing shampoos. I have one here that I use Darling. This is usually my clarifying shampoo. You can use products with sulfates. Like this one has let's integrate. It has aqua as its first. It has sodium laureth ether sulfate. That is the cleanser. Sulfates are usually good for clarifying, though they are not so strong like other ingredients like acetic acid, sodium citrate. Those ones are actually very strong for your hair. But I prefer using sulfate based shampoos for my clarifying, because I don't usually use many products. But if you're someone who uses a lot of products, you can't use this as your clarifying shampoo, because you need a stronger thing than a sulfate. Sulfates are not usually strong, but they're not good for your hair either. I usually use this weekly. I cleanse my hair weekly. Sometimes you can do it twice per week, depending on what you want. You can decide to be doing it twice per week or once a week. But you shall never use this. Thou shall never use this on a weekly basis. Girl, your hair is African. You can't use your African hair and wash it every single time with a sulfate shampoo. You will get the squeaky clean feeling and your hair will start drying and breaking, because you're taking away everything. The conditioning you've been doing through the whole week is going to be lost automatically because you're using a sulfate shampoo. So a moisturizing shampoo shall be used weekly or twice per week. Clarifying shampoo shall be used either once a month or every 6 weeks. Yeah, so this is about shampooing. Chelating shampoos are shampoos that are used in people living in hard areas with hard water. How do you know your water is hard? One, your hair is not lathering well. Though the lathering well, you see, let me get back to clarifying shampoos. The main reason why we use clarifying shampoos is because of product buildup. And how do you know your hair has product buildup? When you use shampoo, it's not forming well. We say I tengenezi sabuni. It's not forming well. If your hair is not forming well, automatically you know there's product buildup, or you're in an area with hard water. Yeah. Another way you can know you're in an area with hard water, you've washed your hair starts changing color. You had black hair, then inaanza kuwa grayish. Yani, just a weird color. Automatically, that water is hard. And then we have color fade. I've talked about color fade. There's tangle. You've just washed your hair and your hair is really tangling. You're in an area with hard water. So if you're in an area with hard water, for you to actually prevent the minerals that actually deposited on your skull and your hair shaft as a result of hard water, we use chelating shampoos. Yeah. I don't have a chelating shampoo here because I live in an area with soft water, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, so that's all about shampoos. Yeah. So our next thing to discuss is conditioners. So conditioners are actually water-based or low pH products that we use after the shampooing process to retain the moisture that we had lost during shampooing, to enable easy managing of your hair. You realize most people, or rather let me speak from my own perspective, I usually detangle my hair during the conditioning process, because once you put conditioner, it actually has that sleep. You can actually just get in there, finger detangle your hair bit by bit. It's actually a really nice way to detangle your hair because of that sleep. Conditioners have sleep, that can sleep. Yeah. So those are what conditioners are for. And basically, conditioners, with someone who has very, very damaged hair, conditioner will actually work very nicely in a person with a completely damaged hair compared to a person with healthy hair, because conditioners are usually positively charged, and the more your hair is damaged, your hair becomes negatively charged. So damaged hair takes in conditioner very nicely compared to healthy hair, because healthy hair, the more your hair becomes healthy, the more it becomes positively charged. And you know, from basic physics, like charges repel. So conditioners work well in people with damaged hair, but this does not mean because your hair is healthy, you're not supposed to use conditioners. That's not what I'm meaning. I'm just putting a fact across. So conditioners, we have components of conditioners. They have surfactants and cationic polymers. Surfactants are usually products that attach slightly to the hair shaft and enable your hair to be smooth and slidey, while cationic polymers are the thickening agents or in the conditioner. So you find most conditioners are usually very thick kwa sababu ya the cationic polymers. Then conditioners contain something we call silicone. Silicone is formulated for dry, wavy, curly hair to smoothen the hair. That's why deep conditioners are really good for our hair, because our hairs are usually very curly. So silicone inside the conditioner enables your hair to have that sleep. You see that sleep conditioners have? That is as a result of the silicone. Silicone is actually what gives your hair shine. So okay, when you apply some oils, your hair really shines, or when you apply some conditioners, your hair shines. That's silicone. Silicone is really good for your hair, but it is the worst when it comes to product buildup. If your hair has a lot of silicone product buildup, your hair is automatically going to break. Your hair just starts breaking, and you wonder, I've been using the right shampoo, I've been conditioning every week, I've been oiling, but your hair just breaks. The problem is in that conditioner you're using, because the conditioner contains hard-headed sulfates. I call them that. Hard-headed sulfates, hard-headed silicones, not sulfates, sorry. Hard-headed silicones, because they bind into your hair shaft. When you wash them with water, they don't come out. It will require clarifying for it to actually come out. But we have some silicones like PPG and PEG. If you look at the ingredient section, you'll see PPG and PEG. I have a conditioner here, a deep treatment. Let's go check its ingredients. Let me see. It has aqua, canola oil, glycerin. It has shea butter. I'm looking for the silicone. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I actually can't see silicone in this one. I can't see silicone here, which is actually a good thing, because silicone ain't so good for your hair, but this one usually has that's why when you use Cantu, this one is deep treatment mask, it's not so bad, but it usually doesn't have the sleep. That's why I wonder. Let's see whether this one has. This one is Mikala. It's another conditioner I use. See. Okay, this one also doesn't have, but you basically understand what I'm talking about. So we get into the different types of conditioners. We have instant conditioners. They're those conditioners you just wash your hair, then you paka, then you rinse out immediately for like 3 to 5 minutes. Those are instant conditioners. We can also call them cream rings conditioners. Like this one is a very good example of a cream rings conditioner, because even if you read the ingredients, to say apply, massage for about 3 to 5 minutes and then rinse out. This one is a cream based or an instant conditioner. This one, with people with very light hair, you can use that instant conditioner as a leave-in. You can use it as a leave-in, though it's not really advisable, but if you have very light hair, you can use it. Then we get to deep treatment conditioners. There are two types of deep treatment conditioners. We have the moisturizers and the protein constructors. So this one, deep treatment mask, it's a moisturizing shampoo. Even when you read the ingredients, the description, it says penetrates deep into your hair shaft for an intense treatment to repair and replenish over processed damaged hair. So it's actually a moisturizing shampoo. It moisturizes your hair. Then we have protein reconstructors. This is an example of a deep treatment mask, which is a protein reconstructor. It's used to strengthen your hair shaft. And one thing you need to understand, we usually have protein reconstructors and we have just protein treatments. So protein reconstructors is zile zenye you actually have to put heat. You actually have to apply, then go to a dryer and let the heat enable it to penetrate. But protein, just purely protein treatments, most of them don't require heat. So that's it. Then we come into leave-in conditioners. I have a leave-in conditioner here. Yeah, this is a leave-in conditioner, though this one is a protein-based leave-in conditioner. Leave-in conditioners, we also have two. Either it's protein-based or it's moisture-based, because one basic thing you need to understand when you're growing out your hair, there's a moisture and protein balance that you have to ensure you balance up so that your hair can grow. You need to balance your moisture and your protein. If your hair is very moisturized but its protein content is very weak, it will break. If your protein content is strong and your moisture is little, it will break also. So you need a balance. I forgot to tell you how often I use this one. I use it on a weekly basis because it's a moisturizing deep treatment. I use it every week or twice once in 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. This one, you should never use this one weekly. Your hair will break because you're overloading your hair with protein. This one, you use it once every 6 weeks. This one, I use it daily. This one daily, but because it's protein based, at first I used to use it daily, but once I realized it's a protein based, I stopped using it daily because there was a lot of protein buildup in my hair and my hair was breaking. So I use it about thrice a week. Yeah, so that's it. Then we have moisturizers. We have the protein based moisturizers and the just moisturizing products. Yeah, so that's it about that. When you're going to buy something in the store, if you're going to buy hair products, be always careful to go and check the ingredients. If it's a moisturizing shampoo, avoid sulfates inside that moisturizing shampoo. If you're going for a clarifying shampoo, you can buy a sulfate shampoo. If you're going for a conditioner, ensure it contains silicones, but those silicones should be PEG or PPG. If they contain other silicones that I'll not mention here, that conditioner will actually lead to silicone buildup. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to talk about today in this video. I hope you enjoyed. So that's basically my talk today on product selection. I hope you've been informed so that when we're going to talk about the hair regimen, you'll actually know what to choose from your hair regimen, what you need to avoid from your hair regimen, and the things you need to check out. Yeah, so that's it for today. Kindly subscribe, share, like, comment on my YouTube channel, and follow up on the previous video I had shot. Yeah, and we'll do well. So thank you for watching. Bye till next time.